Hey everybody, this is Tony over Class Eagles. I hope you're having a great day. Uh, During the season, working with players and teaching them the game, I think a mistake that coaches often make is that we assume that the players have the same information, understanding the game that we do. And I don't think we do this at a conscious level. I think we do it at a subconscious level. And I think this happens often when someone's teaching someone anything, is that we forget that the person we're instructing doesn't have the same experience and information that we have. So there's some things that seem very obvious to us, which maybe wasn't obvious to us a while back, but we've forgotten that, and obviously is not very clear to the person we're trying to teach. And this happens often on the soccer field with players that we just take for granted that players, know what we're telling them is important, or why it's important, or how this thing we're teaching today in training, it connects to something we need to teach them tomorrow, or why it's important for them to know it, or how it's going to help them improve down the road or have more success on the field. We assume a lot, and you can hear it in coaches' voices sometimes when they're instructing. And they're just like, I don't understand why, you're not doing this yet, or why you're not trying it the way I'm asking you to do it, or, I told you, a couple times to do this and you still haven't done it. And often I don't feel it's a player being resistant to learning. I usually feel that it's a player, not really fully understanding why they need to be able to do that. And I'll break it down to the simplest level. In the game, we ask players to keep the ball and possess. But especially if you're working with younger players who are new to the game, why? Why are we trying to pass the ball around? If you really think about it, to someone who's brand new to the game, what I'm trying to do is get that ball into this rectangle at the end of the field, and the fastest way to do that is to kick it in that direction. So when we ask players to keep the ball and try to pass to one another, that might not be obvious to players at first or kids at first of why we're asking them to do that. They just see it as something that we're asking them to do, but we really haven't outlined the why on why we try to possess the ball. Why am I asking the player to try to control it and look up and find a teammate versus just kick it forward and chase after it? Um, to the coaches, to those who've played the game and with our understanding, it's obvious to us and we understand why it's important, but have you, if you're working with those type of players who are new to the game, really explained it to them and understand we're possessing the ball to do this. We want to do this when we have the ball, and this is why. If we can, move the ball here, we can play it there, and this helps create scoring opportunities, or prevents us from losing the ball or giving the ball back to the other team. Those type of things. Or even if you're working on possession, are we just keeping the ball for keeping the ball's sake, or are we really trying to explain, to players, as you move the ball around, we're trying to do it with purpose. We're trying to create space in between the other team's defenders and find lines that we can pass through and penetrate behind them to disorganize them, to confuse them. We don't often talk about the why behind what we're trying to teach them. We can often get into the trap of just explaining what we're expecting them to do. We want you to receive the ball and play here. We want you to turn this way. But do we really explain the why and how players connect those pieces? And it's something that just happens naturally. I tend to do it a lot, even with just my kids. When I'm trying to ask them to do something and they're being resistant, it's often not because they don't want to do it, but they often just don't understand why I'm asking them to do it. So when you're working with players, especially players who are new to the game, don't immediately get frustrated if they're not doing what you're trying to ask them to do. Um, but take the time to really break down why you're asking them to do that, why and how it's going to help them have more success in the field, how it's going to help them enjoy playing the game more. That's sometimes just as important as the activity itself, is them really understanding the purpose behind it. And I'm talking mainly about, kind of more beginning novice players, but, all the way up until the professional level and a very high level players, you get a lot more buy-in and, players and teams have more success if everyone is on the same page on why and how we're doing, or the why behind how and, what we're doing, each day at training and, and in games. So just something to think about as you're working with your players, especially those coaches out there who have um, young and new players to the game. Don't get frustrated if they are not doing exactly what you ask right away, and really focus on taking the time to explain why you're asking them to do it and help making sure they understand the why behind each activity you do with them on the field.